Allocation 2. Hello. It's a social welfare study channel, Social Welfare Insight. In this session, we're going to learn about allocation. Following the next session. In this session, we're going to learn about the evaluation of qualifications. Working motivation. There's something that only takes into account residential and demographic attributes. This doesn't tend to weaken your motivation. The method of determining through income and asset surveys tends to weaken the motivation for working. It can weaken not only the recipients, but also the motivation for potential recipients to work. Should I explain it with an example? The types of basic livelihood benefits are general livelihood benefits, livelihood benefits for facility recipients, and emergency livelihood benefits. There are conditional living benefits, etc. Here, I'm going to explain about general living benefits. Before explaining, I would like to inform you that I referred to the Namuwak data of Korea as of June 7, 2024. In Korea, general living benefits do not correspond to conditional recipients and are not eligible for work. It refers to a salary that pays the difference between the amount equivalent to 32% of the standard median income and the household's recognized income to those who cannot afford other conditions. What are some statements here that could weaken your motivation to work? Yes, that's the difference between the amount of money and the household's income recognition. Shall we go in more detail? If you are a 4-person household and are eligible for basic living, you will be a 4-person household as of 2024. 32% of median income is 1,833,572 won. If the household's monthly income recognition is 1 million won, the difference is 833,572 won. Even if you don't work, there is a difference even if you work hard to get 1,833,572 won. You'll only get that amount anyway. There must be a lot of people who choose not to work and just to play and eat. Let's look at the social insurance system this time. This was also based on work motivation. Unlike the public assistance system, social insurance is paid on condition of contribution. One of the most common benefits is the National Pension Service. These social insurance systems have income effects and premiums to work more to compensate for income. The payment will reduce the real wage rate, which will have the alternative effect of trying to reduce work. Of course, the National Pension Fund is a system where people who pay more get more. There may be a desire to increase the payment. The normal situation is that you pay a lot when you can, so you can prepare for when you get older and have no income. When you retire, you don't have to work for income, because you have a national pension. The National Pension Service serves as a substitute for wages. Let's take a look at the impact of living. Demographic attributes and contributions, income and wealth surveys on income redistribution. The effect of income redistribution depends on the qualifications. Residential and demographic properties have a high horizontal income redistribution effect and a low vertical income redistribution effect. Contributions have a horizontal redistribution effect, but they also have a large vertical redistribution effect compared to residential and demographic requirements. It's because the social insurance benefit calculation method is in favor of the low-income class. Income and asset surveys clearly shift income from high-income to low-income families. The vertical redistribution effect is the largest. Let's take a look at the impact of living. Demographic attributes and contributions in income and wealth surveys on human dignity and social integration. Residential and demographic attributes provide the same amount and quality of social welfare goods to anyone without a demanding survey of recipients. Recipients become conscious that getting paid is a right. Therefore, we can achieve the greatest goal of human dignity and social integration. Contributions vary in salary between classes, so class differences are maintained. The goal of human dignity and social integration is somewhat weaker compared to the residential and demographic requirements. Income, wealth surveys are home impaired by human dignity and the goal of social integration. When economic investigations are conducted directly and individually, the recipient becomes humiliated, as the distinction between the recipient and the taxpayer becomes clear. It instills a sense of stigma in the recipient. What is the impact on changes in family structure? Residence, demographic properties, as it turns out, don't have a direct impact to qualify only for certain categories of households below a certain income level. For example, the single generation of the elderly, or the single generation of women raising children. This attribute causes the biggest change in family structure. Finally, we're going to look at the social appropriateness and operational efficiency of residence. Demographic attributes and contributions, income and wealth surveys. Aspects of social relevance. Residential and demographic attributes are difficult to achieve. Social appropriateness and target efficiency. Contributions can increase social relevance and target efficiency. Income, asset attributes can provide intensive pay. Operational efficiency aspects. Living and demographic attributes only need to be determined whether they live or belong to a specific demographic attribute. It is easy to operate and costs less because it is mechanically or automatically determined whether to pay or not. Contributions are complicated and relatively costly to operate. Income and asset attributes require direct investigation of individual people's needs for social welfare, such as interviews and home visits. Operations are the most complex and costly. Next time, we're going to find out about the pay system. Please show your support and love so that our small Social Welfare Insight channel can continue to grow. Social Welfare Insight subscribers, thank you for watching. Have a happy day.